Hi guys, Varga here, back again. It's raining, but I'm gonna do the video because I've done this twice now and forgot to turn the microphone on. So, as you can see, I'm in a single player world here at the moment. I'm just here to show some of my building style. So I'm going to start over here. As you've probably seen from some of my other videos, this is a typical Varga bedroom. I've used the terracotta blocks to make the bed and my tall windows with my banners surrounding it. Now the normal thing I do is put in little embellishments everywhere, and I try and keep the blocks different so there's some contrast and just some texture in each build. So this is a really simple bedroom. It really is simple to make. Move on to the next one, which is just a little garden area that I normally put in small areas around castles, in little corners, areas that just need filling up. I've used the cobble to make a really nice lattice work on top, so when you're down inside that area you can still see the sky. I think it looks really effective, and I'm always using the iron bars on castle builds, and also the cobble walling. I think it just looks really nice, better than using just a stair or another block that doesn't have that little texture in it, that little cutout. And on the floor I've used buttons to make them look like stones, little pebbles, and different blocks just to give it some interest. It's quite simple. I hope you're getting this. No pun intended. And this is my banquet hall. I like to have a really big banquet hall. My Varga banners at the back. Again, the really tall windows with the iron bars, and I've used stairs top and bottom just to make it look like it's inserted, like a window would be. I've used the terracotta blocks here to make the fire stand out. I think it's really effective. On the floor as well, I've used it as carpet, and different blocks again just to give it a different look, just something a little different to add to the look of the flooring, so it's not plain. It's meant to look used, dirty, old. Candelabras, really easy to make, same as the ones from the ceiling. And down here for the extra large table, I've just used upside down stairs with slabs in the middle. On to the next one, which is my armoury. This is smaller than I would normally do, but I've just made it just to show you. And just the little cutouts on the walls up here, using just an upside down stair, just gives it that little bit more interest instead of just a plain wall. And with the armor, each piece of armor has their own sword that matches, and normally I would enchant each piece of armor, but for the sake of this video I didn't. And I would also have all the leather armor in every color, so I've done one here in black to show you, and then normally I'd have every color all lined up as well. Again, the buttons on the wall just give it that extra touch, and I've used different pieces of flooring to make it look like a carpet through the center instead of just using one block. And you can see I've added the cracked brick as well as a few mossy pieces. You don't want to overdo it, just enough just to show that it's an old wall. Again, I've done the stair in here to make it look like it's an inserted window. So on to my walling style. Again, this is smaller than I would normally do. I would normally make it on a grander scale, but just for simplicity and so you can get the idea, I've done it like this. And I would normally start off with a whole nether brick wall, and then come around the front and embellish it with all the different kinds of stone, stairs, slabs, cobble walling here, And again, I've used those iron bars in there. Castles always have really tall, slim windows for people to shoot arrows through. So I've tried to copy that. And I always use, instead of just using torches, I always put them on the fence posts. It just looks a little classier. This is a simple entrance, a servant's entrance, if you will. Again, I've used the cobble walling and the iron bars, but you could use wooden fencing to make it look older. And I wouldn't use one colour, I would use two colours to make it look old, wet or worn. And again, I've used cracked brick, normal brick, cobble and mossy stone. The next one is a little more complicated. And these ones are always for the first entrance, the grand entrance. This is a little smaller as well, just so that I could show you. Just adding just the small embellishments like the iron down the side, just really add to that look of it being a castle. And again, if I show you the back, it's just a plain wall. And that's what I've started with. And then I've layered it coming through the front with the nether brick, the cobble wall, and then again the cracked and normal brick, and then another cobble wall in front. So you've got those layers, so it's coming forward towards you. It just looks better. Over here, now this is what I would do on the side of a mountain. So sometimes I just build the castle so it's sort of built into the side of a mountain, and then you could use this behind it as a secret entrance. Not so secret, but it just looks nice on a mountainside. I know it looks like a face, wasn't meant to look like a face, and I would have changed it, but I can't be bothered. I've set the ice back, the packed ice back a little bit, so it gives you a bit of a 3D effect. And again, just using all sorts of different materials in here. The cobble wall, the cracked brick, all different slabs. And the front, I just love using all these different kinds of blocks in pathways. Makes it look old and used. So yeah. Now the last one is my towers. I love building these towers. These walls would normally connect to a house, some sort of medieval looking house that's built up, and then I would have these towers next to it. And I like them to look really old and used and worn, like they're battle scarred. So I normally build them normal first with all normal bricks, and then I would go in and cut out some of them and replace them with stairs so they look like there's got holes in them, or even take bricks out altogether, like up here. Instead of carrying on the staircase, I've taken them out so they look like they've fallen out. And this one down here, oops, down here, just looks like, you know, somebody's thrown boulders at it and cracked the brick. Especially at the top here, where you put the stairs and the iron bar don't quite connect. It really looks like it's been damaged somehow. So I like that. The roof I built all in one. I built it properly first, and then I've taken out chunks so it looks like, again, it's been in battle and survived. Just makes it look really old. And I love these flags, especially with the new terracotta blocks. You can make them all sorts of different colors and styles. And I'll take you down to the bottom and we'll go inside. It's just really simple inside, just using the stairways. And a ladder here to get to the top. I hate useless areas, so always got to have a way to access the top. See, that looks really old and worn and weathered. Just using all sorts of different bricks. Not too much of the moss one. You want to put them where water would normally gather, so at the bottom of the windows is perfect. Okay, so they're my builds. I hope you like them. I hope you get some ideas on your own building styles. DJ, you can get some ideas for your building style. I hope you liked this video. Like and subscribe if you did. Leave a comment for me, or let me know if there's something else that you want to see me build. I'll also show you later on the castle that I am building and one that I've already made. So this is just a preview of the kind of things that I put into them. Thanks guys.